My name is Jason Yee, and this is PoliMatch, your matchmaker for politics. Think back to the last time you talked about politics, the dinner table at Thanksgiving, or even Christmas. I'm going to guess that there were not a lot of good memories. Politics today have become a taboo topic. This is most likely due to political partisanship and low information voters. In fact, 78% of voters cast a straight ballot, meaning all Republican or Democrat, and only around 20% of Americans can name their state legislator. This is where PoliMatch comes in. Our solution has 3 steps. First, the user takes our political test. Then, their questions are compared to the responses of politicians who will take the same test. This allows us to find the views of politicians quickly and efficiently. This reduces the process of research into their political views into sending a quick link to a simple form. Lastly, the users are matched to politicians, not a party, and are matched based off their geography and their political views. Let's take a deeper look into how the backend works. After the user enters their address on the main page and takes our political test, we then use the Google Civic Information API and the addresses provided to find the potential candidates based off their location. Then we compare their scores on the quiz to the scores of the politicians based off their location in order to find their match. PoliMatch also separates itself by its unique political test. As you can see, we take 2 points of data: their stance on the issue and how much they care about it. The second part is vital, because on traditional political quizzes, they weigh all the answers the same. So your answer on an issue you are passionate about is weighed the same as an issue you are apathetic about. By measuring how much you care about an issue, we circumvent this problem. Our target market is first going to be politically active citizens, as they are easily accessible because they are familiar with politics, especially local politics. Our final target market, though, are the 80+ million non-voters and low information voters that are not as politically active. We hope to penetrate this market by licensing PoliMatch to large news and political organizations in order to help distribution. Other alternative falls into 3 main faults: a high barrier of entry, only working on a partisan level, and not being specific enough. First is a high barrier of entry. PoliMatch solves this by reducing the process into a quiz. This does not sacrifice quality. While it is not a replacement for reading the news, it is able to capture your views on the most pertinent issues in a concise way. Second is only working on a partisan level. Many political quizzes you find online fall into this fallacy. However, in elections, voters are electing people, not parties. Because even within parties, there can be a range of political views presented. PoliMatch solves this by matching you on a politician level, not a party level, making sure you get the best match. Lastly is a lack of specificity. Solutions similar to PoliMatch only work on a national level, but it is the state and local elections that need the most help when getting voters informed. PoliMatch is targeted to work on these state and local elections because the information on the politicians' views would be provided by the politicians themselves, removing the need to research on them, allowing for PoliMatch to be scaled up rapidly. We plan to license PoliMatch to media and political organizations. We will charge $10 a month, which will go towards the maintenance costs of the website and the expansion costs. Expansion costs will mostly be used towards creating a new political test for the new country, which will require the need for an expert in that area. We plan to launch PoliMatch in May and conducting a test run on the gubernatorial and lower house elections in Virginia. We will then use the next year to improve and expand PoliMatch to cover all Senate elections and most local elections. The next year, we hope to expand north into Canada and after that, overseas into the UK. We hope that with PoliMatch, we can find your political soulmate.